you be forced to fight if somebody invaded America, or for any other reason? We'll talk about the military draft, but first, let me tell you, we got a gun giveaway going on. It's happening right now, but it ends really soon. All you need to do is click in the link in the description down below to learn which brand new gun you could win. All right, it's all over the internet. Everybody's talking about the military draft because in Ukraine, everybody 18 to 60, men 18 to 60, are required to stay in the country and get ready to defend against the Russian invasion. And there seems to be a lot of hand-wringing about could there be a military draft in the United States? The short answer is yes, there could be a military draft in the United States. In fact, we had one well up until the early 70s. Military conscription was just something that happened. People got drafted and they were sent off to fight, serve in the military. So the all-volunteer forces, the all-volunteer Army and the all-volunteer Navy and all the military forces are now all volunteer in the United States. That's a good thing. They found out that quality really went up when people wanted to be involved in the military. People who got drafted really didn't want to be there, so they probably didn't do their best work for the US government when they're a draftee. But understand this, that if the United States Congress declares war, there can be military conscription. There probably would be a draft. A declaration of war from the Congress provides the executive branch of the US government broad powers to wage war. And they can do all sorts of things under a declaration of war that they typically can't do when we are not at war, officially at war with someone. And that includes censorship of the media and call up conscripts to initiate a draft to force people to fight to defend the country, and lots of other stuff that has to do with production of war materials and all of that sort of thing. So that's why we don't have declaration of war too often. I mean, we haven't had one for what now, 70 years? They're using the War Powers Act to do warlike elements without declaring war because a declaration of war takes a lot of power away from the congressional branch and gives it to the executive branch. But should that happen, if God forbid there was some sort of invasion or World War III opened up on the European continent and Congress decided to declare war against Russia, there would likely be a military draft if we needed more people to go to war. And at that point, wow, you might be able to get a draft deferment. But if you just decide to become a draft dodger, yeah, you could get in some big trouble if you decided to try to avoid the draft. So wait to see what happens. Right now, yeah, crazy times all around the world. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I don't foresee Congress declaring war on Russia at this point because it kind of gives away a lot of their power and lets the executive branch hold all of that power to wage war against another country. And remember this too, even if there is a military draft and they start sending out draft notices to men and women and they're compelling people to join the military, you still have to pass the physical and there's probably going to be a psychological test and all sorts of other stuff. And honestly, man, we got a huge overweight population in America. There's not a lot of people who are ready for combat. But remember, that's what basic training is for, to get you in shape and get you prepared. If a draft comes, if the US government institutes a military draft, you are going to have to at least show up and then try to figure out what you're going to do, whether or not you're drafted. Because yeah, a declaration of war and a military draft means that you are legally bound to defend this country when they order you to do so. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of this video. And I'll remind you again, we got that gun giveaway going on. Just click the link down below in the description to find out which brand new gun you could win. I'm Kevin Michalowski, Director of Content for the U.S. Concealed Carry Association. If you like videos like this, give this video a like, follow our channel, share this video with everyone you know, give us a comment down below, and stay safe. We'll see you in the next video.